So, good evening, everybody. Can you hear teacher?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. So, time check, it's already 6:03 in the afternoon. Recording is already on progress. So, allow me and allow TIS to record our session. By the way, before teacher will start, I would like to say sorry for I haven't met you for the past 2 weeks, because teacher was a bit busy with some school works. So I hope you understand that one. Okay, how were you during those weeks, Joy?
Well, uh, I kind of miss our English lesson, but yay, we finally here.
Wow, I'm glad to hear that one, Joy. Okay, how about Catherine? How are you? And what happened during those weeks, Catherine?
I'm fine, teacher.
Okay, Sundara and Honey, hello.
Hello, teacher.
How's the both of you? Doing good?
Yes, we could.
Okay, thank you. Okay, on my screen, I have 14. So I hope other kids will still join us. Hi, Daraka.
Hi, Miss.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Where's Nayaka?
I
He's
think
beside you.
I
Yeah.
think
Hi, Miss.
He, hello, he already joined. Yes, how are you, Nayaka?
I'm good, Miss. Thank you. How about you?
Okay, teacher feels great, Nayaka. And I feel happy. I know, I am happy to see all of you today. Thank you, Nayaka. Clara, how are you, Clara?
I'm fine, teacher.
Okay. So we are now, okay, only 14. Enda and Deborah, hello, girls.
hello, teacher.
Hello, teacher.
How's the both of you?
One, Mrs.
Good?
Good, Mrs.
Okay. So we also have the entity kids coming now. We have Stephanie, Nien, and Tiara. Okay, so I hope you still remember our lessons, our English lessons. Okay, can we first recall what have we discussed in our English classes? We have been talking about subject verb agreement. Can you still recall about it? And what do we mean by a
Teacher.
subject? Yes. And what do we mean by a subject in a sentence? If we talk about the subject verb agreement, what's the subject in the sentence? Hello. What is subject in a sentence? It is what the sentence is all about, right? What are we talking to? Who are we talking to? That's the subject in the sentence. So, our subject, the sentence has a subject and it also has a predicate. Normally, our predicate is a verb. So, when you say predicate, it talks or it tells about the subject in the sentence. Okay, if I'll say, Alfonso is playing at the park. Alfonso is playing at the park. What is the subject in the sentence?
Alfonso.
Me.
What is what is the predicate in the sentence?
Playing.
Playing.
A
Playing.
predicate, okay, that's right. But take note that predicates can be a simple one and it can also be complete predicate. Do you remember that? I repeat, when you say simple, it's just the verb. When you say is playing, that's the simple predicate. But if you talk about the complete predicate, it is playing at the park. It's the complete predicate. Okay, another sentence. You listen, everybody. My sentence is Deborah is baking cookies. Deborah is baking cookies. Everyone who would like to tell me the subject and the complete predicate.
The subject is Deborah and the complete predicate is baking.
Complete predicate, complete.
Is baking cookies.
Very good. Hey, is baking cookies. That's the complete predicate of the sentence. If you talk about the simple one, the Alfonso's answer a while ago, you just say is baking. What is baking in the sentence? How do you call that one? Aside from being the predicate in the sentence, it is the verb, right?
Yes.
Yes. What are verbs? What are verbs?
Action words.
Yes, thank you, Enda. Verbs are action words. Okay, am I right if I say Deborah is baking? Am I right if I say is baking? Is that right? Is that right? Deborah is baking. Is that right?
I think it's not quite right. Maybe we should add like something like a time, like the board is baking right now. That would have made the sentence more correct, but the previous one wasn't quite right.
Okay, when you say Deborah is baking, it is a correct sentence. Why? It has a subject, Deborah. The predicate is baking. While Jocelyn said, we can say Deborah is baking right now. We are adding an adverb of time, right? Okay, that makes the sentence more complete and more concise. Okay? So, what I am trying to test you is you're going to identify if the verb used in the sentence is correct. So if I say Deborah is baking is correct. Okay, is baking singular or plural, kids?
Baking.
Is baking singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular,
Why is it singular?
because the subject is only one.
Very good. And what's the subject, Doraka?
Deborah.
Deborah. Very good. Okay. How about how about if I have this sentence? Okay. If I say Sundara and Hani practices Sundara and Hani practices reading at the library. Sundara and Hani practices reading at the library. Am I using the correct form of the verb?
Wrong.
Yes. What made it wrong?
The practices without S.
Okay. Why should we use so what is the correct verb to use?
Because the subject is plural.
Yeah, so what's the correct form of the verb?
Practice.
Sundara and Hani practice reading in the
Reading.
library.
Okay, so we only use the singular form, which is practice, because our subject, we have two subjects. We have Sundara and Hani. Okay, very, very good. Okay, so much for that one. Okay, I want you to recall also about subject verb agreement. Our subject must agree with our verb. So the with the verb must agree with our subject. Okay? Before we'll go back to chapter 1 of the blue book, can I ask you to drop a sentence? Any sentence that contains a subject and a predicate. Then let us go. You're going to read the sentence, then identify its parts. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to give me a sentence in the chat box. Everyone, I'll give you 2 minutes to give me a message. Write it in the chat box so that everyone can see it. Then I'll be asking questions about your sentence. You can make use of a singular subject. You can make use of a plural subject. Then let's see if it is correctly written. Jennifer, Shitya, Caroline, Noelito. Teacher is waiting for the sentences. Tristan, Kenshi, or okay. First, first sentence. Okay, we have the Raka. Please read your sentence, identify the subject, and also the predicate. Go, Daraka.
Okay. My friends are eating together with me. The subject is my friends, and the predicate is are eating together with me.
Okay. Can I ask you, Daraka, to simplify your sentence using the pronoun? What pronoun are you going to use if you talk about you yourself and your friends? I want you to make a pronoun, to use a correct pronoun to refer to yourself and together with your friends. How will you say that one?
The pronouns, I think the correct one is we are eating together.
Very good. Can you drop it down, Daraka?
Okay, Miss, wait.
It's very good. Joy, how about you? Alfonso, Daraka, edit it please. Miss the period.
I'm sorry. I missed it.
Good. Okay, so we are eating together. So the pronoun we, it talks about you and your friends. Very good, Daraka.
Thank you, Miss.
Good job. Okay, Jocelyn, it's your turn now, Joy.
Okay, so the children are playing with the toys. So the subject is the children, and the predicate is are playing with the toys.
Okay, so I have noticed that you made use of a plural verb. Are playing. What's the plural subject in your sentence, Joy? What's the plural subject?
Um, wait, wait? Should I
Your
replace
sentence is
children with
right,
kids?
Joy. Yeah. Your sentence is right. Teacher is asking you what's the plural subject in the sentence.
Oh, children.
It's very good. What's the singular form of children?
Child.
Very good. Because child, children, okay, child, it's an irregular noun. Okay, why is it an irregular noun? Because when you change it to plural or you make it to plural, we're going to change its spelling. Okay, that's very good. Thank you, Joy. Okay, let's move now to Olivier. Olivier, hello.
Hi, teacher.
Okay, Olivier. Wow, I like your sentence. Could you please read it, Olivier? You locate your sentence.
Teacher German is teaching English.
Wow, very good. What's the subject, Olivier?
Teacher German
Very good. And what's the complete predicate?
is teaching English.
Okay, so your predicate is teaching English tells what teacher Jermaine is doing. How many is teacher Jermaine, Olivier? How many am I? Only?
One.
Okay, only one. That's why it's singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular. What's the singular verb in the sentence?
Is
What's the singular verb?
is is
Oh,
is
yeah. So you have there is teaching. Very good. Thank you, Olivier.
are welcome.
Okay, so we have Katrina's answer. They are playing football. Katrina, you can simply say they are playing football together. You eliminate the word the. Okay?
Okay, miss.
Okay, and we are going to the beach for vacation. Okay, that's good. And and
Yes, teacher.
what's the subject in your sentence?
The subject in your sentence. We.
Singular or plural?
We, teacher. Singular or plural? Plural.
Is it a noun or a
Is it a
pronoun?
noun or a pronoun? Pronoun.
It's a pronoun.
It's
Okay,
a
that is.
pronoun. That is.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome, teacher.
Noelito, hello.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, Noel, please locate your sentence. Then please read it.
The boys are playing basketball.
Okay. Are you using a noun or a pronoun?
Noun.
Come again.
Noun.
Are you using a noun? Are you sure it's a noun in a sentence, Noel?
I'm sorry, teacher. Pronoun.
Yes. And what's the pronoun in your sentence?
The boys.
Oh, okay. Did you edit your sentence, Noel?
Yes,
Oh,
teacher.
you know what? No, your first sentence is right. They are playing basketball. I'm sorry, I haven't noticed it. Okay. You answered a while ago noun, so you have the boys. But a while ago you used they, right? You used they in your first sentence.
Yes.
Okay. I was thinking you make use of the pronoun they. Okay. So the boys, that's plural, so that's why you use are playing. Okay, thank you, Noel.
You're welcome, teacher.
Okay, Queenie, your sentence is right. I am playing soccer with my friends. Shitya, she eats an apple. The girls are playing Barbie. Yes, Erin. Okay. Deborah.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I ask
Can I ask
you
you
to edit your
to edit your
sentence?
sentence?
My little
My
sister
little
is
sister
dancing.
is dancing.
This is
This
right.
is right.
But what should you
But
do
what
with
should you do with
letter M?
My little sister is dancing.
Okay. Yes.
okay?
But
Yes.
what are
But
you
what
going
are
to
you
do?
going to do?
Should we start the
Should we
sentence
start
with
the
small
sentence
letter
with
M?
small letter M?
Sorry.
Okay, you just edit it.
Okay. Just edit.
Catherine.
Catherine.
Yes, teacher.
Uh-huh. For a while.
Uh,
Okay, Catherine. I want you to locate your sentence. You miss a be verb in a sentence, in your sentence. My brother playing a guitar. What's the missing word in your sentence?
Oh, sorry, teacher.
Okay, okay. You just edit it, please. Okay, this is right, Alfonso. Kenshi,
Yes, miss.
they are watching a movie. What? There's something missing in your sentence. And what is it?
Um, apa, miss? Ya,
Ah, what's
they,
missing in your sentence?
they.
Yes, it's the period. Please edit it. Catherine, are you writing it down again or are you going to edit it? Okay, my brother is playing. Okay, this is right now, Catherine. Thank you. Kenshi, your sentence. Okay, good. I haven't read. Hi, Miss Germaine. Hi, Queenie. They love to play Barbie. Yes, this is right, Queenie. Okay, thank you everybody for your sentences. Okay, so you can clearly, Tristan, I haven't read your sentence. I also did not see Arga's name or Lando's name for a while. I'll be taking a photo so that I know, so that I will know who's answering now. Tristan, you're not participating. I'll be waiting for your sentence. Orlando, Arga,
Okay, miss, I was typing.
you're typing. Okay. Okay. So hopefully you can now identify the subject and the predicate and also with the, what do you call that one? Also with the subject verb agreement in sentences. Okay, let's move now. Or shall we go now to the chapter 1 of the blue book? This is just a sort of review. Hopefully, you know what? Hopefully, I can still conduct a class on Wednesday so that we can also continue with chapter 2, our homophones. Okay. You know, we have been talking about this one for a couple of times already, right? Okay. So this is what I'm saying to you. What's the basic rule for subject verb agreement? The basic rule states that a singular subject takes a singular verb. So while a plural subject takes a plural verb. Okay. So I also want you to take note that not all verbs you have here, not all verbs form their plural by adding an S as nouns do. Okay, because there are some verbs that stay the same because there are also irregular verbs. Okay, I guess we have finished this one. Okay, Tristan, please read rule number 1. Am I sharing my screen?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Teacher.
Tristan, would you like to, what do you call that one? Would you like to read rule number
Teacher.
1? Yes.
Can I go to the toilet?
Yes, Queenie. Okay. Okay, Tristan, please read rule number 1.
Rule number 1. Two singular subjects connected by or nor require a singular verb. For
Okay.
example, my
Example.
aunt, example, my aunt or my uncle is arriving by train today.
Okay. So you have, okay, take note, two singular subjects. Okay, singular subjects, first here aunt, then you have uncle. What should you do? It should have a singular verb. Okay, we have discussed that one, but let's just read it. Okay, rule number 2. Okay, can I have Honey to read rule number 2? Honey.
Okay, teacher. Rule number two. Two singular subjects connect by either or neither nor require a singular verb as in rule one. Example: neither John nor Carmen is available. Either Kiana or Casey is happy today with stage decoration.
Okay. So what is rule number 2 about? So same with rule number 1, you have two singular subjects. But this time you have the connectors. It's either or. Okay, when you use either, you use or. Okay, the pair of either is or. So when you use neither, its pair is nor. Okay? So two singular subjects. Let's have this sentence. Honey, can you read this one again?
Neither John or Carmen is available.
Okay, what are the two singular subjects in the sentence? What's the two singular subjects? Honey, what's the two singular subjects in the sentence?
That John and Carmen.
Okay, who would like to help Honey? Neither Juan nor Carmen is available. What are the two singular subjects? Yes,
Yes,
Kathleen. Hello?
Juan and Carmen.
Okay, so we have Juan and Carmen. So what is the connector here? So first we have Juan, and the second, the connector is neither. So when you use neither, the pair should be nor. And what is the verb in the
Thank you.
sentence? What's our verb? Verb.
Verb.
This.
Okay, our verb in the sentence is. Okay, why should we use is? Because there are, although there are although there are two subjects, but it is connected by this. So when you have that rule, when you have that in the sentence, you use the singular form of the verb. Okay, we also have another example here. Okay, Queenie, could you please read the second example?
Okay. Either Kiana or Casey is helping today with stage decoration.
Very good. Could you please tell everybody what are the two singular subjects in the sentence?
Kiana and Casey is helping.
Okay, just the two singular subjects. We have Kiana and Casey.
Casey.
Yes. So what is the connector used in the sentence?
Kiana.
Okay, what's the connector?
Kiana. We have decorations.
Yeah. Queenie is right. Our connector in the sentence is Kiana and Cassie. Being
Casey.
connected by either or. right?
Or,
Connected by either or. So that is
or,
why, yeah, so that is why we are going to use the singular form of the verb, which is helping, right? Okay,
right.
so that is rule number 2. Okay, two singular subjects connected by either or neither nor, you use the singular form of the verb. Okay, let's move to, okay,
Examples.
teacher, okay, I am making this fast because this is just a review of what we have discussed. Okay, rule number 3. Okay, let's have rule number 3. Can I have Nayaka? Nayaka? Daraka, where's Nayaka? Nayaka, hello.
Yes.
Okay, I'm asking you to read rule number 3.
When I is one of the two subjects connected by either or neither nor, put it second and follow it with the singular verb am. Example: neither she nor I am going to the festival.
Okay. Okay, so what is rule number 3? What do we do? What should we do with I? When it's one of the two subjects, what are we going to do? We should put it in the beginning or at the last part? Okay, we put it last or we put it second. Then we follow it with the singular verb am. Okay, well, for example, neither she nor I am going to the festival. The first one is she. The first subject is she. Then the other subject is I. So what should you do? You put it second. Okay, you put it second, then you use the singular verb, which is am going. Okay. Okay, so that is rule number 3. Okay, let's move to rule number 4. Okay, let's move to rule number 4. Can I ask now Joy to read rule number 4? Just the rule first.
Okay, teacher. Rule number 4. When a singular subject is connected by or nor to a plural subject, put the plural subject last and use a plural verb.
Okay, so by this time, it's another case, right? You have a singular verb paired with a plural, a singular subject paired with a plural subject. So what should we do? The plural subject should be put last. And what's the verb to be used?
Plural.
What's the verb to be used? We are going to use the plural form of the verb because it must agree to the nearest subject. Okay, Joy, read the example. Okay, because we will be discussing it. Read the example.
Okay. Example: the serving bowl
Okay.
or the plates go on that shelf.
Okay. What's the singular subject, Joy?
I think it's the serving bowl.
Okay. What's the plural subject?
The plates.
Okay. So Is that right? But we're going to put plates at the end. I mean, at the last part. Yes, because what the rule says here, you put the plural subject last. And what kind of verb or what form of the verb are we going to use, Joy? Singular or plural?
Plural.
Okay, what's the plural verb in the sentence?
I haven't
In the
figured that
sentence.
out. Uh,
The
the
plural.
the plural verb. Uh, uh, is it on that shelf?
Verb. Only verb. What's the
Um,
plural verb? The plural verb here is
go.
okay. What's the plural verb, Joy?
Go.
Go, because if you write it in singular, what's the singular form of go?
Goes.
Okay, very good. Go plural, the singular form is goes. Okay, take note. Okay, thank you so much, Joy. Okay, if everybody, when you have a singular subject, okay, being paired with a plural subject, you put it last, then you use the plural form of the verb. Okay, hopefully later on I can give you examples on this one. Okay, let's move now to rule number 5. Okay, we have here, so we have here rule number 5. And this time, okay, can I have Noelito to read rule number 5? Noel?
Okay, teacher. When a singular and plural subject are connected by either or or neither, nor put the plural subject last and use a plural verb.
Okay,
Example.
example.
Yeah, example. Neither Jenny nor the others are available.
Okay, Noel, what's the singular subject? What's the singular subject in the sentence?
Neither Jenny.
Just the subject. The singular subject is Jenny, right? The singular subject is Jenny. Noel, what's the singular subject again?
Jenny.
Okay. And what is the plural subject in the sentence? What's the plural subject?
The others.
Very good. Okay, Jenny singular, others, that's the plural. Okay, what's the rule, Noel? Where are we going to put the plural subject? Should it come first or last?
Last.
Okay, it should be at the last part. And what is the verb in the sentence? What's the verb in the sentence? Noel?
Are available.
Okay. Our our verb here is okay, we simply have the word okay, we simply have the word are. Okay, why are we going to use are? Okay, because others, it's the plural verb. It is put last, so we should also use a plural form of the verb. Okay. Thank you, Noelito. Okay, so let's have rule number 6 before teacher will give the examples. Okay, let's have rule number 6. Okay, I'm using red now. Okay, rule number 6, and this is 4. Okay, have I called you already, Arga? Am I done with you, Arga?
Yes, Miss.
Were you able to read a while ago? Not yet.
Rule 6.
Okay. Read rule number 6.
As a general rule, use a plural verb with two or more subjects when they are connected by an. Example: a car and a bike are my means of transportation.
Okay, rule number 6 is very, very easy. Okay, plural verb. Because you have two or more subjects here. What are the two subjects in the sentence, Arga? What are the two subjects in the sentence?
A car and a bike.
Come again?
A car and a bike.
Yeah, so car and a bike, two subjects. What is the correct form of the verb? What's the correct? What's the correct form of the verb? It is? Or what's the verb used in the sentence? A car and a bike are my means of transportation. Okay, first, we have car and we also have bike. These are the two subjects. What do you call this one? What's the verb? Our verb is are. Why are we using are? Because we have here two or more subjects connected by and. So that is why we use its plural form. Okay, so there that is rule number 1 to rule number 6. Okay, I'll stop sharing. Okay, for a while. Okay. Am I sharing my screen now or not yet?
Not yet.
Teacher.
Okay, how about that? Do you have my screen now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, but you can only see number 1 on my screen. Okay, wait for my sentence. Wait for my sentence. Either the apple. Okay. I have a sentence on my screen. I want you to read it and I want you to analyze it and let's pick the correct verb for it. I would like to ask Katrina, are you still here, Katrina?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, hi Katrina. Would you like to read sentence number 1?
Either the apple or the chips taste is good.
Good. Okay. I'll repeat, either the apple or the chips tastes good. Okay, what is the okay. So when you say taste, that is plural. Taste with S, it's singular. So what is the correct verb to be used to make it sentence? To make it correct.
Tastes.
Come again.
Tastes.
Okay. Should we use taste plural form or taste singular form?
Singular.
Are we going to use the singular form? Okay. Can I ask you first, what is the singular subject in the sentence? What's the singular subject?
Apple
Okay.
or
Apple is singular. So what's the plural subject?
chips.
The plural is chips. And what should we use? Should we use taste or taste?
Taste.
The first or the second, Katrina?
Second, Miss.
Okay, we use the first one. Okay, taste. Good. Because what's the rule? When a singular subject is being joined by a plural, you put the plural at the last, right? Then you
Right, Miss.
use the plural form of the verb. So that's why the correct sentence is either the apple or the chips taste good. Okay, thank you, Katrina. Okay. We have sentence number 2 on my screen. Okay, sentence number 2. I want you to analyze it. What are we going to use? And what rule in grammar are we going to use to explain it? Okay? Okay, can I ask, let me see, Erin. How are you, Erin?
I'm good, Miss.
Can you try to read sentence number 2, Erin?
Okay, Miss. Number 2. Either Dave or Ian repairs cars.
Can I ask, Erin, how many subjects do we have in the sentence?
Two singular subject.
Yes, we have two singular subjects. But although we have two singular subjects, it's being connected by either or. So what's the rule? Two singular subjects connected by either or? We should use the singular or the plural form of the verb.
The
Should we use the singular or the plural form of the verb? That is rule number 1. That is rule number 2. Two singular subjects connected by either or requires the singular form of the verb. So what's the singular form of the verb, Erin?
repairs.
Okay, yeah, very good. That's right. Our singular verb is repairs. Okay, read the sentence now, Erin.
Either Dave or Ian repairs cars.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Miss.
Okay, please wait for my next sentence. Okay. So you have now my next sentence. I would like to hear from, excuse me, Orlando. Orlando. Orlando, can you hear teacher? Hello.
Yes, Miss.
Yes. Number 3. Can you try to read that one?
Neither the bus or the taxi arrive on the time.
Okay. Read again, please. Neither the
Neither
bus.
neither the bus nor the taxi arrive on time.
Okay. So your answer is arrive. This one is your
Yes.
answer, arrive.
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Why arrive? Singular or plural? Singular or plural?
Plural.
Oh yeah, it's plural, right? Okay, it's plural. But let me ask you, Orlando, what are the subjects in the sentence?
Bus and the taxi.
Okay, very good. We have bus and the taxi. But take note, it is being connected by neither nor. What's the rule? When two singular subjects, bus, taxi, connected by neither nor, what form of the verb are we going to use? Anyone would like to answer? What form of the verb are we going to use? We
Singular
are
verb.
going to use the,
Singular verb.
yes, we are
Singular.
going to use the singular form of the verb. So what's the singular form of the verb? It is?
Nice.
Arrives.
Okay, it is arrives. Take note, everyone, take note. When you have two singular subjects connected by neither nor, you use the singular form of the verb. Okay, that is rule number 3. I want you to take note of it. That's rule number 3. Okay, thank you so much, Orlando. Okay, how about this one? Okay, so let's have sentence number 4. And we are going to identify what's the correct verb to be used. Let me check. Clara Hagang. Hello, Clara. Clara. Okay, if not Clara,
Okay. Okay. Kira-kira Mr. Men ada apa gak? Gak tahu, belum udah selesai belum?
By the way, kan udah juga mau jam 7.
Oke. Kira-kira Mr. Men, oh kayaknya internetnya itu deh. Tuh.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I'm very sorry. Okay. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I was disconnected because my signal isn't stable. Okay, I'm very sorry for that one. Okay. Maybe I was out for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Okay, we will continue the last sentence before. Oh, this is not. This is not. Okay, we will continue the last sentence before we end today. Okay. So to continue, can I ask? Okay, can I ask, Catherine to please read sentence number 4?
Okay, teacher. Apple and orange are my favorite fruits. The
Okay,
answer is
I've edited it, Catherine. Again, number 4, please.
apple and orange are my favorite fruits. The
So do
answer
we
is
have
are.
two? Yeah, very good. Okay, the correct answer is R. Okay, so this is what rule? It's rule number 6. So when two subjects, singular subjects connected by and, okay, our connector here is different now. So we have and. So what is the verb to be used? The verb to be used is plural form. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Catherine.
Welcome, teacher.
Okay, can I ask you, Catherine, read sentences 1 to 4. 1 to 4, please.
Okay, teacher. Number one. Either the apple or the chips taste good. Number two. Either Dave or Ian repairs cars. Number three. Neither the bus nor the taxi arrives on time. Number four. Apple and orange are my favorite fruits.
Okay, very good. Okay, can I also ask, okay, Joy, to please read 1 to 4?
Read 1 until 4.
Yes, please.
Okay. So number 1, either the apple or the chips taste good. Number 2, either Dave or Len repairs cars. Number 3, neither the bus nor the taxi arrives on time. Number 4, apple and orange are my favorite fruits.
Okay, thank you, Joy, for reading. Okay, everyone. Okay, I'll stop sharing my screen now because it's already time. Okay, hope you will not forget all the rules that we have discussed. We will be continuing our discussion next meeting. Okay, everyone, I'm happy to see all of you. Please enjoy the rest of the evening, okay? Thank you and God bless everyone. See you again.
See you again.
Teacher.
Thank you, Miss Delman.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
See you again. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye,
Goodbye.
Miss.
Goodbye.